Start talking.
Okay, just to continue from where we were over there, we took out the crankshaft. It's laying right here, and we're gonna do an inspection, a quick inspection on it, and we'll take it from there. All right. The first thing that we're gonna do, we're gonna check out the bearings. We're gonna visually inspect. We know that it has the wrong type of grease in there, and we should clean it up. But right now, just for testing purpose, we know that we have to take that out. We're also gonna have to well, we'll just take it from there. Got anything, Lawrence?
Alright, so once we got it out, like Henry said, we look at our crankshaft for our main bearings, rod bearing journals. We do have some varnish on all the rod bearing journals. There's some discoloration here from where it's been running without proper lubrication on the main crank here in the center, and even on the front main bearing. And then we also, if we come over here to our crankshaft cap, this sits underneath it in the oil, below it, to keep it in from falling in the oil pan. We've actually got a main bearing retainer that's broken, missing its main bearing itself. We've got a lot of discoloration, wrong kind of grease on our top section of our main bearings, excuse me, bottom section, and that's showing that these are worn. We have done measurements. All of our main and crank bearings are out of specification, especially on the journals, from wear, as we expected. When we look at our other bearings, which we'll go back over here to the block. Here we have our other main bearings. Heavy wear on most of them. On our main bearing 3 and 4, we actually have our shims for the actual end plate reduction, which there's 2 on each side of the main bearings 3 and 4 to prevent lateral movement of the crankshaft front to back.
So worn out.
And with replacing the bearings for the main, you would definitely want to replace those as well. Then we'd also look at our pistons and on the piston rods for where the bearings are. Which, on most of them, we're actually missing the rod bearings inside the cap.
Yeah.
And they've been running it without
the rod bearings. It's a big one, though.
Of course, all of our pistons are missing the piston rings, oil rings, compression rings. They're missing. We've got a missing bolt from one of the rod journals and rod caps. So we have a serious overhaul that is required for this engine for it to properly run again.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, this is totally, just basically everyday use, I guess. I mean, the vehicle has what, 180,000 miles on it. So I guess there you go. All right, check you out later. Peace.